am Helen Krause with New World Title and Escrow. We are a closing and title company, and we're one of the big pieces to the real estate transaction. But a lot of times the consumers don't really understand what a title and closing company does. So I wanted to go into a little bit of detail about that. We are a pretty important piece to it, but we're very behind the scenes. The time that you're going to see us is actually at the settlement table when you're signing the documents. But two other big roles that we do are the actual title search as well as communication with all the parties. And to go into a little bit of what the title search is, what we do is we go to the courthouse and we try to figure out everything that we can about the property. So we want to make sure that the sellers that are selling the property truly own the property. So whoever's in the contract, we want to make sure that every seller is listed there. We want to make sure there's no judgments against that seller so that that would attach to the property and cause a problem for the buyer. We also look to see if there's any liens against the property, and those could be things like mortgages that haven't been paid off, as well as unpaid water bills, taxes, all sorts of things like that. They had work done on the property and that was never paid off, things like that, because we want to make sure the buyer is getting truly a clean title on the property. Other than that, we coordinate with a lot of different parties. The title insurance company is one. And title insurance, basically that covers hidden defects that we can't find in the title search. So that's a really important piece as well, as working with them to issue the title insurance. We also work with the various parties, for example, the realtors on both sides, both the buyer's agent as well as the listing agent. It's really, really important for us to have a lot of communication with them. Also, the loan officer on the buyer's side, whoever it is that's giving them the loan, and on the seller side, the lender that they're paying off. That's another piece that we're very in tune with. If there's a homeowners association or condo association, we're communicating with them to make sure that all the fees are paid appropriately, and if the sellers haven't paid certain fees, that those are collected as well. Termite companies, surveyors, all of the different pieces, the counties, we communicate with them to make sure everything is put together so that the settlement really is a nice handoff between the seller and the buyer. Some important things you might want to ask. One, you're going to be talking to your realtor a lot about what title company to choose, and they're probably a great resource for determining which company to use, because they're going to let you know who does a good job, who's responsive, that sort of thing. So the biggest thing is the communication with the title company, if they're responsive and proactive, as well as having an attorney. I think it's good to have a title company that has attorneys that can help if there is a legal question or something blows up with the settlement. I think that's a very important piece as well. And then as far as the team, I think it's just great to work with a really, really experienced and knowledgeable real estate team. You guys are in great hands with the Gresh Group. They are fantastic. Their communication is amazing. They make our life really, really easy. So we love working with them. Picking a good loan officer and lender is very, very important as well. And those are three of the main components, those two in the title company, to make sure you're going to have a successful transaction. We want it to be smooth, stress-free, and it really should be a celebration. So all those parties are very important. We look forward to hopefully assisting you with your home purchase or home sale. If you have any further questions, again, my name is Helen Krause, and my office phone number is 703-854-1220. We look forward to seeing you soon.